Yo guys, welcome to the channel. It's your boy Raijo, and today I made a terrible decision. I forced my girlfriend to play Dead Rails with me, and of course she said no, but nothing can resist my ultimate Riz Jutsu. And she finally said yes. Look, we don't know what we're doing. We're pure noobs. We don't even know if this train got brakes. So after I finally convinced my girlfriend to play Dead Rail, it took some negotiating, emotional damage, and one milk tea bribe. Now listen, we're noobs. We know that. You know that. The monsters? Yeah, they know that too. Starter roll. Purchased. Weapons. Equipped. Confidence. Fake, but present. I picked the Packmaster role. Why? 3 words. 3. Pet. Wolves. Also, there's a chance I can tame an enemy wolf. I saw a wolf and clicked faster than my rent payment. And my girlfriend picked the miner because, let's be honest, she only wanted the helmet with the cute flashlight. Also, she'll get a pickaxe and some free coal. Let's not waste time. Let the panic begin. All right, first things first. I see gold, I grab gold. Straight to the trading post like a true entrepreneur. Traded it, boom, money bag secured. I'm rich, baby. First 5 minutes of the game, and I'm already built like a Roblox CEO. Wait, I don't even have my class crate yet? Here I am, going back to get my Packmaster crate, like a broke NPC. Let's go. Time to unleash my beast army. 3 wolves, 1 train, and we own this now. All right, boys, follow me. Let's go. Hello? Guys? So yeah, turns out they don't follow me. I gotta manually pick them up and weld them on the train. This ain't a wolf army, this is IKEA. I'm no Packmaster, and I'm a pet Uber. All right, wolves secured. Bag of money in hand. Next stop, the general store. I bought a coal, but this time, I actually knew what I was doing. It's for the train. Gotta fuel that bad boy, or we're just sitting here waiting to die stylishly. Also grabbed 1 barbed wire for train protection. Not a full barricade, just 1. Enough to hurt someone's feelings. And then I bought a second coal. Not because we needed it right away, but because I'm built like a responsible dad in a zombie apocalypse. Then I grabbed 3 random newspapers outside the shop. I don't know why they're there. Maybe lore, maybe toilet paper. All right, it's defense time, baby. I took my 1 lonely barbed wire and placed it strategically, right at the entrance to the driver's room. Anyone, zombie, vampire, or werewolf, tries to go in, boom, shin damage. And just to really scare the monsters, I slapped 3 newspapers on the door like it was a cursed bulletin board. I call it post-apocalyptic Pinterest aesthetic trademark. While I was out here doing art direction, my girlfriend was the one actually doing something useful, putting the coal into the train engine. Before we left, I made a slight design flaw. I blocked the only normal way to the driver's seat, with death wire and vintage news. Now we have no choice but to enter through the window instead of the entrance. She tried her best, but the window said nope. And then I casually removed the barbed wire and just opened the door. And with that, I became the captain of this cursed train. I didn't know how to drive, but I had confidence, 2 coals, and newspaper armor. Yup, but stylishly. As we chugged along, trying not to crash, we saw it. An abandoned general store on the right side of the tracks. We're broke. We're underprepared. We're stopping. Luckily, all the zombies over there were just normal, regular zombies. Nothing too scary. We were grabbing everything like it was a Black Friday sale, including the zombie. After slapping zombies left and right and looting like there's no tomorrow, we ran back to the train like 2 broke pirates returning to their ship. We dumped everything we had, like we just finished a 12-hour Black Friday run. Ladder, check. Book, check. Unknown object we're probably not allowed to carry legally? Check. We weren't organized. We weren't careful. We were just hoarders with a moving base. And just like that, The loot was dropped and the choo-choo of doom was back on the rails. Just when we thought we were safe, stacking beans like we were prepping for Roblox Doomsday, the sun dipped and the night slapped us in the face. We rushed to paper up the driver's room like we were building a zombie-proof blanket fort. I didn't trust our arts and crafts shelter, so I did what any smart man with 3 wolves would do. I hit the gas. We're being shot at? Who gave these NPCs revolvers? The train clanked to a stop like it just gave up on life. And then, my welded wolves went feral. While welded in, they straight up mauled the bandits like furry little gladiators. I jumped through the window like a Walmart Jason Bourne, ready to loot bandit corpses for that sweet extra money. And then a zombie said no and tried to eat me alive. I fought back with a shovel and 20% bravery, but there were too many. I couldn't loot the bandits in time. As soon as I finally fought my way back and jumped through the train into the driver's room, the train started moving. My girlfriend already at the driver's seat, ready to speed the quack out. As we chugged through the darkness like 2 scared potatoes on rails, we spotted another building on the left side of the tracks. But it's still night, which means it might be filled with nightmares and unpaid taxes. But then, the sun lifted, the light shined, God blessed our timing. Let's raid this gunsmith, baby. But of course, one Trackstar zombie had other plans. It's fast. And now it's dead. I hit it with a shovel like I was tenderizing meat for adobo. After turning that zombie into boneless, skinless chunks, I respectfully shoved its body into my sack like a true professional. Inside, we found treasure. A dusty painting, a rusty kettle, and a barrel of mysterious gunpowder. I don't know what this does, but if it explodes, I'm hugging it tightly and taking someone with me. After looting the entire gunsmith like a budget pirate, I threw everything onto the train again. Just dumped it all right on the floor. No sorting system, just chaos and vibes. With my sack cleared out, it was time for the final ritual. Fuel hunting, which mostly meant collecting corpses like Pokemon cards. I even unwelded my wolves from the train. They were dead, hanging there like sad meat decorations. So I packed them up into the sack, respectfully. Again. Back on the train, I dumped the bodies into the furnace like a true eco-friendly citizen, recycling at its finest. Things were starting to look good. I was organizing our trailer, found a newspaper, slapped it on the window for some top-tier DIY zombie protection. But then, disaster, I was moving the gunpowder barrel, and it slid right into the torch. I stared at it like a confused dad looking at a TV remote. I don't know if it will explode. So I panicked, threw it. But guess what? I throw like a toddler, and then we waited. Maybe it's just sound effects. I just killed my girlfriend. She trusted me with the train. I gave her C4 therapy. After blowing my girlfriend to the moon with a rolling barrel of regret, I had to fix my mistake like a true man of honor by stealing her stuff. I didn't have a bandage, so I did what any decent Roblox player would do. Took hers, revived her. Boom, hero arc complete. As she was picking up her exploded life again, we spotted something in the distance. A spooky-looking barn. Obviously, we did what smart survivors do. We ran toward it. I went first, alone like an action hero. Walking down the dusty road, imagining the loot, the glory, only to be greeted by 2 zombies ready to turn me into a protein shake. I was not prepared. My GF came in like a level 99 anime side character. Saved my cheeks, again. After the zombie drama, we hit the jackpot. A rusty kettle, classic newspaper, and the biggest win, a whole horse and wagon. I don't know how we're fitting this into our train, but I'm keeping it. I named him Wagon McSpeed, even though he walks slower than my Wi-Fi at 1 a.m. So now we had loot, a kettle, some busted knees, and a horse with dreams. Next stop, probably more chaos. Hopefully, no more barrels. After we got back to the train, I did the only thing that made sense. I welded the horse on the front of the train like some kind of post-apocalyptic Rolls-Royce hood ornament. Then, I welded the wagon on the engine like it's a third-class trailer from Lazada. Now we got storage, horsepower, and jank physics. We're unstoppable. As soon as I got in the driver's seat, we took off like kings of the rails. But then, boom! Night fell. Rain poured. Thunder roared. It felt like the train was driving straight into a horror movie. Then we saw it. A village on the right. Looked cozy. Looked lootable. But no, it was a trap. Zombies in that village had guns. They were shooting at us like this was Call of Duty. Instant decision. Nope. Full speed. Ditch that. That's not a village. That's a war zone. Finally, we reached our first safe zone. Sanctuary, salvation, and a place to sell our trash. I grabbed anything that looked like it wouldn't explode or smell like horsebutt, and I ran to the trading post. I'm now the proud owner of $35. I was basically Elon Musk. With that cash, I went to the doctor like a responsible adult and bought a single bandage, because that's all I could afford. Then I saw an abandoned house near the safe zone, and you already know what time it is. Loot o'clock. Since it was close to the machine gun towers, all the zombies were getting laser beamed into the afterlife. So me and my GF stood near the edge like bait masters, pulling zombies into their own doom. I smacked another poor dude like 20 times with my shovel, just to make sure his Roblox soul left his blocky body. Found some extra supplies, bandage, newspapers, and some fuel-grade zombie bodies. Yup, we're still fueling the train with corpses. And while I was out here doing graveyard recycling, my girlfriend found coal and went full Minecraft mode. She's the real MVP. After that, I went straight back to the driver's room like a man on a mission. I grabbed every corpse, every crumpled newspaper, and chucked them all into the engine. Because, yup, we're still running this train on pure chaos and dead bodies. Then I unwelded my horse hood ornament and Lazada wagon, linked them up together like it was some kind of medieval Uber, and trotted off to find my girlfriend. Turns out, while she was mining coal, she spotted an abandoned building with loot. And you already know, my brain went, loot? Bet! We found 3 coal and some newspaper, and I said, all right, let's ride. But then we had a problem. Turns out, she can't sit in the wagon. So, my 5 billion IQ idea kicks in. Babe, stand between the horse and the wagon. Be the glue. And it worked. She clinging like a pro. We rode back to town like we were in a spaghetti western with mods. As soon as we got back, I re-welded the horse and wagon on the front like a decorative flex, unloaded all our loot, and did a bit of home design. Because yes, our zombie-killing, corpse-fueled train deserves a little feng shui. Then my girl just zoomed out of the safe zone like Tokyo Drift, and we instantly found a bunch of dead bandits at the front gate. Free money, baby. But just as I walked up to grab them, the sun dipped. It was like the universe hit me with, speed run this or die. I rushed, slapped all those bandits into my sack like I was doing groceries, and hopped back on the horse to ride back like it's the last ride of my life. And boom, a lightning bolt almost smacked us again. Didn't even look back. I slammed that horse into the welds again and blasted off into the dark like nothing ever happened. We kept rolling, dead straight through the rails. Didn't even blink when we passed another abandoned house on the left. But of course, the bandits had other plans. They started blasting our train, didn't even say hi. We managed to escape, barely. So we stopped, waiting for the sun to rise. Once it did, we marched back to that abandoned house like we owned it. 2 zombies inside. I did what I do best. Shovel. Shovel. Gone. And then, there it was. Another gunpowder barrel. I was like, oh no, not this again. So I picked it up. Then I realized my sack was full. Had to run back to the train to unload. But while unpacking, I pulled a classic noob move and dropped everything right next to a lit torch. Guess what? Boom. The barrel caught fire. This time, I knew the drill. Yeeted that thing into the horizon, watched it explode, and just went back to my chores like nothing happened. Next, I welded the horses I yoinked from the dead bandits onto the front of the train like some twisted cowboy parade. And yup, I even welded the bandits too. Now they're stuck there looking goofy forever. Went back to the house, finished looting, then dropped everything off into the train like it's my second job. And for the final DIY upgrade, I slapped another newspaper on the side window. After all the madness, I slapped a wanted poster on the driver door for extra protection. You know, intimidation tactics. Then I organized the mess inside the train. Sacks, tools, newspapers, bandits, everything in order. Started moving the train again, and not too far ahead, a bandit group popped up on the right side. One came charging, shooting at us. Bang, dead. Another followed up. Bang, double dead. Jumped off to loot their bodies like always. But guess what? One last bandit came running at me while I was out of ammo. I tried fighting him off with a shovel, but yeah, I died. Luckily, my girl came in clutch and finished him off. She revived me like a true MVP. Gathered up the bodies and horses, tossed them in the sack, and yep, welded them to the train. You already know. Then we tried to run, but I said, nah, let's get rich, let's kill them all. And just as I said that, I got covered in fire. From where? No idea. Everything was burning. I still managed to finish off the last bandits with my final bullets. Burning alive, zero fear, I jumped down to loot, and then he appeared.
Hello!
A knight on a freaking lava horse, out of nowhere. I tried to run, jumped on the train. My girl jumped off to take him on. She's wild like that. I was too low, burning, had to patch myself up. But it was too late. She died. I was alone, still burning. I tried to go down and finish him, but as soon as I jumped, boom! He smacked the soul out of me. My HP said goodbye. I panicked, ran back to the train, tried one last patch with my bandage. But the fire didn't care. And just like that, he died.